If you've bought these to sort out your tinnitus and it hasn't helped, join the club. But Flare Audio did not make these specifically to be tinnitus killers. It's helped a lot of people out, and in my eyes, that's a win. I myself have tinnitus but suffer with it intermittently. Calmer didn't help reduce the ringing, rather it emphasized it. But let's talk about what Calmer is supposed to do. So Calmer is made of a soft silicone material and does not contain any latex. So if you're allergic to latex, you've got nothing to worry about here. These have been designed to be more of a waveguide that points directly towards your eardrum. This design is supposed to help reduce resonances or distortions that are developed within the concha, which can cause a lot of stress. These target reducing those distortions between 2000 Hz to the 8000 Hz frequency range. A lot of these distortions can cause a lot of stress and keep you on edge. Now, if you are out in the wilderness hunting, these distortions of the higher frequency will help you stay alert because you can hear a predator approaching by stepping on a twig or stepping on some dried leaves. But when you're at home or traveling, these frequencies are coming to you from AC motors, fan motors, maybe a faulty refrigerator or a car honking when you're driving. So this is where you can introduce Calmer into your life, which will help you stay calmer. I'm sure the folk at Flare Audio have put in tremendous amounts of R&D to make this work in theory, but how do these really fare in the real world? The first day I put these on, I found these terrifically uncomfortable, but I wanted to give them a chance, not just for the tinnitus, but to even see if I could get better sound from my speakers and headphones, and of course to see if they could keep me calmer in certain situations. It takes some time getting used to this one-size-fits-all waveguide in your ear, but I've been using these for about a week now during my waking hours, and now I can't really tell if they're in my ear or not. The very first day I put Calmer into my ear, I did immediately notice the difference in my AC and fan motor sounds. That frequency that used to annoy me a bit suddenly just got pushed into the background. Using Calmer on our busy streets also did help a bit because usually these horns here are really shrill, and with Calmers on, it didn't hurt the ear as much. How do these fare with a music perspective though? You can't use them with earphones, in-ears or earbuds. If you have headphones, you're in for a very different experience, and if you have speakers, there's bound to be some enhancement with these. Over my left shoulder, I've got the infamous Sennheiser HD700s that were loved by many but disliked by a lot of people for being too bright. I didn't think it would make much of a difference, but the Calmers did make these sound a little mellow. They don't sound like an EQ adjust, but more like a purer, sedated delivery of the higher frequencies. Calmer stays away from affecting soundstage and imaging from the headphones that I've tested them with. Where these do get interesting though is in my living room. I currently stay in a rented flat, so there's no chance of putting acoustic paneling, dampers or absorbers, because if I did, the landlord would lose his shit. And even if he didn't, my wife would. So I've got a lot of bare wall and ceiling, which can cause a terrific amount of reverb. After throwing a lot of furniture into the room, it's not as bad as a bathroom would be, but there is still significant amount of reverb. The Calmers do give you an impression of reduced reverb and echo in the room. For example, when I play my piano, it's usually the higher keys that I play that linger on despite not pressing the sustain pedal. With the Calmers in, there's a more defined full stop to the end of notes. Listening to my speakers in this environment robs me of good soundstage and imaging. The Calmers helped reduce exaggerated reverb and lets me focus in on the music and clarity of my speakers. Just to make sure these don't act as placebos, I decided to ask my mum to try these on, who usually finds me a bit too loud. Mom! Does that bother you?
Yes.
Okay, try these on. You know how? Ma! Is it better?
You're closer to begin with.
But is it better?
I guess so.
This product wasn't specifically designed to reduce tinnitus. Rather, Flare Audio set out on a quest to reduce distortion within the ear. Yes, it's helped a lot of people with tinnitus, but that doesn't mean it's for everybody. If it helps you out, that's a good thing. If you're an audiophile or if you're somebody who's looking for a different kind or a better kind of sound, you should give these a try. These go for £20 and Flair Audio does deliver worldwide, so you'll have to pay a little extra for shipping. Honestly, on a music front, they're more of a sound modifier. I wouldn't say they improve the quality of your music, rather they help you focus more on it. These do help you if you're in noisy places, and it definitely does help take the edge off for sure. One thing they do not do, in case you're wondering, they do not work as hearing aids. For example, if you're trying to hear someone from across the room and you cup the side of your ear, you get that seashell kind of amplification through your ear. These do the opposite. Using these for phone calls also did help because they help reduce the shrillness of some of those voice calls. So would I recommend these? Definitely yes. It's worth giving a try if you're somebody who wants to listen to your music a little differently, or if you travel a lot and you want to take the edge off. If it helps reduce or get rid of your tinnitus, even better. So if you want a pair of these, let me know what your experience has been down in the comments section below. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Click the bell for future notifications, and thank you for tuning into Paul's POV for some sound advice. These have helped some people, and in what the f***? I almost had it.